We feel safe in our homes, behind screens, in front of our phones. But what happens when the screen becomes a portal? OnlyFans gives people a way to connect, to earn, to control who sees them. But the internet has cracks, and through those cracks, darkness can slip in. The stories you're about to hear are true. They happen to real people, and they serve as chilling reminders. Not every fan is just a fan. Some are waiting, watching, and closer than you think. Story 1. The Man in the Attic, True Case. Mauricio Damian Guerrero, she had always been careful. She never shared her real name, never revealed her address. She even blurred out the view from her window. But obsession doesn't care about privacy. It was February 2022, New Hampshire. She had a small OnlyFans following, and it helped her stay afloat financially. She treated it professionally, respectfully. Never once imagined she was being stalked by one of her subscribers. His name was Mauricio Damian Guerrero, 19 years old. At first, he seemed supportive, polite. He even messaged her about how real she seemed. She thought nothing of it, just another fan. They met once. Briefly, she was cautious. She thought it was safe. But he had made up his mind. Mauricio spent hours dissecting her content, slowing down clips, enlarging photos. He noted her furniture, wall textures, reflections in her pupils. He traced her location, and then, one night, he acted. He waited until her house was dark, climbed through a loose window, and silently crept into the attic. He didn't touch anything, didn't move a single object. He didn't have to. He lived above her. He listened as she moved through her day. He learned her rhythms, her speech, her habits. And when night fell, he came down. He stood in her room, sometimes for minutes, sometimes for over an hour. He watched her breathe. He whispered her name under his breath. He took dozens of photos with his phone. And then he vanished back into the attic. She started to feel it. That strange sense that the house was different, colder, quieter in the wrong way. She felt watched. She called the police. They searched every inch until they found the attic hatch. When they opened it, they found Mauricio crouched behind boxes, frozen in place. He had with him snacks, a knife. His phone was filled with photos of her sleeping. There was a notebook. Inside, schedules, plans, ideas, ways to get closer. If he hadn't made a sound that night, no one would have known. And she might not have lived to tell the story. Even after his arrest, she couldn't sleep. Because the attic, once empty, now whispered to her. And every time the house creaked, she wondered if someone had come back. Story 2. Deadly Obsession. True case, Janae Gagne / Miss Mercedes Moore. Janae Gagne, known online as Miss Mercedes Moore, was living the high life. Instagram, OnlyFans, parties, photo shoots. To the world, she was a goddess. But someone thought she belonged only to him. His name was Kevin Alexander Accorto. She didn't know him, never followed him, never replied to a single message, but Kevin believed in something else. He believed she was his soulmate. He believed they were already connected. He sent long messages, pages of love confessions, rage promises. He described their future together. She blocked him, but obsession doesn't end with a block. Kevin stopped interacting online. He went quiet. And one day he disappeared from the internet altogether. That's because he was on the road, heading to Texas, to her house. No one heard him enter. There were no signs of forced entry. Some believe he watched her house for days, waiting, learning, and when the time came, he stepped inside. She never posted again. Her last photo was bright, carefree. She smiled. That was the last time anyone saw her alive. Her friends noticed first, then her family. Calls unanswered. Silence. When they arrived at her home, everything looked untouched, until they walked further in. Jenna was lying motionless, strangled, peaceful, as if asleep. In the next room, Kevin's body, self-inflicted wounds. And on the walls were messages, handwritten, repeated, some in ink, some scratched into drywall. She's mine. She was always mine. If I can't have her, no one will. Jenna was 33. She had no idea what was coming. She had no time to scream. He had watched her long enough to know exactly when to strike, and now her story is a warning, because while we see likes and comments, we never know what's hiding behind them. Story 3, The Silent Subscriber. Camilla never intended to be famous. OnlyFans was a necessity. Bills, rent, debt. She posted clean artistic content. No face, no names. It felt safe, but she didn't know. Someone had already made her his obsession. He went by the name Silent Watcher. Never commented, never requested custom content, just subscribed, watched every day at the same time. His profile picture was blank. His bio, just one word: always. At first, she appreciated the support. Easy money, no drama. But she couldn't shake the feeling. Then one night, it happened. A message. The shadows from your lamps are so comforting. Her heart sank. She had never shown that lamp. It was a childhood heirloom. Tucked away in the far corner of her room, she checked every post, every clip. Nothing. She tried to play it cool. Thanks, you have a good eye. No reply. Then came the sounds. Floorboards creaking, camera angles mysteriously off. She started locking her bedroom door at night. One evening, she did a live stream, smiling, talking, until a comment appeared. Silent Watcher. Turn around. The screen froze in her mind. She turned. Just her lamp. But the bulb was flickering and the air ice cold. She forced a smile, laughed it off. That night, she installed a hidden security cam. At 3:17 a.m., the lamp turned on by itself. No timer, no motion sensor, just light, and a shadow appeared on the wall. Humanoid, tall, motionless. 13 minutes, then gone. She shut everything down, left her apartment behind. A week later, a box arrived, no sender. Inside, the lamp she had left behind. And a note. Still watching. Camilla never went back online, and she never turned that lamp on again. Some say it's sealed in a box, buried in storage. Others say the light sometimes flickers, even when unplugged. And Silent Watcher, still subscribed, waiting for his next favorite account. Closing 3 women, 3 stories, 1 truth. The internet can bring fame, fortune, and danger. You might think you're just posting content, but someone out there is watching every frame, every breath, every blink, and not all watchers stay on the other side of the screen. If this made your heart race, subscribe to Mr. Night Terrors. And if you have your own horror story, a true encounter that chilled you to the bone, send it in. Because here we don't make things up. We just reveal what's already out there. The scariest stories are the ones that really happened.